So catching big fish is a dream for everyone, right? Especially catching big tunas, big amberjack kind of fish is a dream, right? Every angler. And in UAE we go to Fujairah, right? Sometimes we go to Oman. Some people they travel to Maldives, to catch those fishes, right? So in this tutorial, I'm gonna talk about how to set up a gear for a Fujairah offshore fishing. Basically, I'm talking about how I would set up a gear for me if I want to go to fish in Fujairah to target in a big tunas. Fish on, guys, see. Oh, big one.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Yes, right. Strike. Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial video. Today I came with an offshore jigging tutorial. So in this series we're gonna talk about how to set up your slow pitch jigging or jigging setup for an offshore fishing. So mainly we'll talk about rod reel, jigs, hooks, then also the terminals. Okay, so it will be a series of videos. We'll start today with the reel and the rod, right? So we'll start with reel. If you're talking about reel for offshore fishing, basically we're talking about slow pitch jigging, right? So we need to have a particular reel for slow pitch jigging, right? So particular reel means that you need to have an overhead reel, which means that if you're fishing above 100 meter, my personal preference is to have a overhead reel, right? The reason is that overhead reel is designed for deep water fishing. It will help you to retrieve the jigs very easily. Even if you have a fish, you can retrieve very easily. You don't need to pump and reel, unlike traditional spinning reels, right? So there are many advantages using the overhead reel. So I highly recommend to use overhead reel if you want to go to offshore fishing, especially for slow pitch jigging and above 100 meter water, right? So if you're talking about in Fujairah, the average water depth is 200 meter. So you will find some place 150, some place 200, some place 300, some place even 350 meter. So you need to have actually proper slow pitch jigging reel, right? The other thing is that you need to find a lightweight overhead reel, right? So there are different brands, different models based on the budget you have. For example, in Accurate Boss, it's very expensive reel. You will find it in Daiwa Saltiga. You can find it in Shimano, for example, Ocean Jigger, or the cheapest one, for example, Torium. You can find in Okuma Cavella, so I'm using Okuma Cavella series. This is because of my budget and also the specification what I'm looking. So it depends, which budget you have and how much you want to invest on the reel. Based on that, you can choose a reel, right? So all these reels are designed for big fish, big catch, and it's value for money, right? You can also get some very affordable reels from AliExpress. Ryobi, one of the model, I have seen that few anglers are using it. So there are wide variety of models based on the budget you can have. So make sure if you are going to Fujairah for offshore fishing to target tuna about 100 meter jigging, then make sure you have an overhead reel, right? An overhead reel with narrow spooler, lengthy handle. Actually this is smaller and I'm struggling with it, right? So I would highly recommend to have a bigger handle, right? Lengthy handle, bigger handle. Now, in terms of specifications, or if you go to any tackle shop, if you ask about a slow pitch reel, they'll suggest you any of these models. For example, Sartiga, Ocean Jigger, Torium, Okuma, even Pen, there is a Phantom. You find all the specification over it. Typically, you need to have at least 4 kg drag. You need to have 400-meter spooler. You should be able to load 400-meter line on the spooler. Then yeah, that's it. It's straightforward, nothing very serious about it. Now, for those people who's using spinning rule and you have never used overhead reel, honestly it's very easy, it's very convenient to use it. You may struggle first day, but then you'll be very happy that you pick the right reel for slow pitch jigging, right? I'm promising you. All right, so that's all about reel. The next one is I'm talking about rod. Before that, I just want to explain what is the specification of my reel. This is a dual gear reel, so I can adjust the gear. It has 2 gear ratio, 6.4 here and 3.8, right? This one is around 485 gram weight. So if you prefer weightless, try to find, for example, I believe Saltiga is lightweight, so but it's very costly, right? This reel you can buy it around 800 dirham, 900 dirham, while Saltiga is about 2000 dirhams, right? So very expensive, and both does same job. So I go for value for money, and this is made in Taiwan, original Taiwan made, and long lasting. I've been using for 2 years now, no any issues, right? Okay, again, coming back, another point that you need to keep in mind and you need to consider whether you want to use left hand or right hand. Unlike spinning rule, you will not be able to change the handle, right? So if you go with the left hand, then you will be jigging with the left hand. If you're going with the right hand, you will be jigging with the right hand. You will not be able to switch it. So before you buy the reel, make sure you buy the right handle. You will see on the box it's mentioned whether left or right? So this is all about reel. The next one is we'll talk about rod. So rod, again,